On today's China Uncensored, the most racist thing you'll see on YouTube. Today. Probably. Hello and welcome to China Uncensored. I'm your host, Chris Chappell. First, a warning. What you're about to see next is one of the most painfully awkward things we've ever shown you, including that time former Chinese leader and human hypnotoad Jiang Zemin yelled at Hong Kong reporters for asking him a question. Former Miss Oregon, USA, and Apprentice contestant Jennifer Murphy released a video on YouTube of her performing a song for the pink carpet launch of her business, Jennifer Murphy Beds.
You know what? Maybe I too could be Neenja. I want to be Neenja. I want to be Neenja. I want to chop chow down, take chow down to Chinatown. I want to be Neenja.
And it goes on for an excruciatingly long 4 minutes and 29 seconds. It's about as cringeworthy as Rebecca Black's Friday video. But at least that company didn't produce something this racist.
I love Chinese food. You know that it's true.
I stand corrected. I don't know what inspired Jennifer Murphy to pen her ode to wanting to be a ninja. Maybe she's a fan of Breakfast at Tiffany's or bad Kirsten Dunst cover songs.
Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
But I do want to address some of the factual inaccuracies in Jennifer Murphy's song. Ninjas, by which I assume she means ninjas, are Japanese, but they don't do karate moves, and are therefore unlikely to chop people down to Chinatown, which is Chinese. And as a practitioner of Shanxi 7-star praying mantis Kung Fu, let me just clarify that it is possible to learn Asian martial arts without also learning a racist Asian accent. When I shuo zhongwen, I'm not making fun of Chinese people. That's my own authentically bad Chinese pronunciation, which I apologize for. Now, I don't think we should pile on Jennifer Murphy here. Don't hate, educate, or something. But it does show the extremely simplistic way that many people view Asia. There are so many countries in Asia with such rich cultures that shouldn't be mashed up into one big chop suey stereotype. That would be like reducing America to some kind of giant machine gun-filled Disneyland. I stand corrected. You know, my favorite part of that website is that they're proud sponsors of the Boy Scouts of America. But back to the point. Yes, Asian cultures are different and cool, but we should learn about them instead of stereotyping them. Look, I put actual effort into my fascination with Chinese culture. Did Jennifer Murphy read Dream of the Red Chamber or Romance of the Three Kingdoms? I don't think so. Cao Cao looks a little different in that version. For more on this topic, we go to China Uncensored humor ninja Shelley Zhang.
Greetings, Chris.
Greetings? What's that on your face?
It's my ninja mask.
That's not a ninja mask, that's a face kini.
Well, now it's not a ninja mask after you told everyone.
Should I not tell them? Isn't that educating the Jennifer Murphys of the world?
Yes, exactly. Chris, the Jennifer Murphys of this world don't want to be educated. It's like Confucius said, everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it.
So they should just go on mixing up all of their Asian stereotypes?
Well, as Sima Qian said, history is not what it seems. It's all mixed up already. Take ninjas. The original ninjas weren't some guys sneaking around in black costumes killing people with throwing stars. They were more like undercover agents who dressed up as farmers to blend in and get information. It's like being in the CIA. How many CIA agents have desk jobs, right?
Yeah, I can relate to that.
So the Western idea of ninja assassins came from a mix of Japanese legends, James Bond movies, and Hong Kong martial arts flicks. But like Mencius said, once you know the truth, it's not fun anymore. No one wants to dress like this for Halloween.
I guess that's true. What's with all of the Asian stuff you're doing?
This? Oh, I'm just getting ready for the opening of my new business venture, Chris. Madame Ming's Oriental Emporium and Opium Den restaurant. Don't worry, it's not real opium.
Madame Ming?
Alliteration, Chris. Plus, no one can pronounce my last name correctly.
Why would you let people use your culture as window dressing?
Chris, from the time I had to change my name in kindergarten so the other kids would stop pulling their eyelids back and making ching-chong noises, I knew that people would only make fun of my culture or use it as decoration. Why shouldn't I use that to my advantage? I see it as part of my heritage.
Really?
Yes, my American heritage. Just like our founding fathers reclaimed Yankee Doodle and made an insult into a patriotic song, I'm reclaiming all of this Asian stereotype stuff. Someone called me a chink broad the other day on the internet. 10 years ago, I would have been really hurt. Now, I'm still hurt, but you know what? Chink broads is a great name. That's what I'm calling my new podcast. As Sun Tzu said, don't get mad, get even.
Wow, good for you. Wait, Sun Tzu didn't say that.
No kidding.
Wait, have all of your quotes been fake?
Yep.
So you're basically trolling people.
Trolling is such a crude, Western, surface-level word, Chris. I am giving them the chance to enlighten themselves to the subtle and mysterious wisdom of the East.
Okay, but the people you're enlightening won't get it.
That's true. But as Lao Tzu once said, the Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name.
Is that?
Yeah, that one's real.
Okay, but what does it mean?
Yeah, no idea.
Wow, you're right. I think I prefer the fake but easy to digest versions better. Thanks, Shelley. Wow, cool! So what do you think of the Neenja song? Thanks for watching this episode of China Uncensored. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. See you next time. On this episode of China Uncensored, Pokémon Go with Chinese characteristics. Chris Chappell here. On this episode of China Uncensored, I thought I'd get out of New York City, come down to Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, for one very important reason.